Hello everyone. In this video, we will see how we can use Atom to create a full mesh L3VPN with OSPF as a routing protocol between provider and customer edge devices. This model supports static routing as well. Atom offers predefined service definitions in the form of a profile that one can choose from to create a particular service. A profile captures the commonly used parameters in a service. You can either edit them or you can create your own variation. Let us take a look at the service definition for L3VPN service supporting OSPF. Here we can see the service topology is set to L3VPN full mesh and the instance type is set to VRF. The route target and the route distinguisher is set to autopick and is pointed to a profile in the resource manager under Atom IPAM. The VRF table label is also enabled. This will help in mapping the inner label of a packet to a routing instance. We have enabled policy-based route target along with auto-export routes and direct routes. This will ask Atom to automatically generate separate default configuration for import and export policies for route targets. We had seen the manual policy definition in the L3VPN BGP static video. The PEC interconnect has the following settings. The IP format is set to IPv4 and pointed to an IP address pool in Atom IPAM. The VLAN resource is set to autopick. The routing protocol between PE and CE is set to OSPF static and the rate limiting is enabled as well. Let us now try to create a service. The template is already loaded. The initial set of parameters include the service name and customer. The service definition is set to L3VPN OSPF static, which is the profile we just reviewed. The instance type is set to VRF. The nodes capture the PE details. We can see the device ID and rest of the parameters will be inherited from the profile. The endpoints capture additional details about the PE. This includes interface, and the unit ID is set to autopick. The VLAN tag is set to .1q, but Atom supports other types of tagging as well. The VLAN is pointing to a resource manager profile, and the IP format is set to IPv4. The routing protocol is set to OSPF as per the service requirements, and the corresponding area and the domain ID is captured. The rate limiting can be modified if necessary. Optionally, we can enable static routes as well. Let us now apply the service. Let's go to the tasks to check the generated commands. Here we can see the firewall and policy configuration and the interface configuration where the PE side IP address is defined. Even though we did not explicitly define policies for VRF targets, we can see that Atom has generated default configurations for policy options. We can see that there are separate policies for import and export, and we can see the matching criteria and the corresponding actions as well under the term configurations. The routing instance configuration captures the route distinguisher and the VRF target values. We can see that there are different configurations for import and export as seen earlier. We can also see the OSPF configuration where the policy options have been applied. We can also see the static routing configurations as well. On the device, we can see the default policy option configurations. We can see the routing instance configurations that has the OSPF configuration. We can also see the route distinguisher and the different VRF target configurations for import and export. We can also see that the VRF table label is enabled. The interface configuration has the .1q encapsulation, the OSPF configuration, and firewall and policy configuration as well. We can also see that it is linked to the routing instance. Similarly, we can create other nodes as well. Thanks for watching.